I'm on the Pepe Le Pew. I know I said it was going to be today, and yes, it is today still, because I was actually meaning to do this earlier this morning, before sunup. Well, anyways, now it's like 11:30 at night. I've given it a couple hours to kind of digest a little bit, but it's now chop time. So as you can see, I've been digging up the roots, or digging up this limb here, trying to. Full of roots, it's all roots, you probably can hear it, just root down throughout the whole pot. So I'm trying to get down in here, so I'm trying to get closest to the stalk. Yeah, I wish this handle was the other way, but let's see if I can put that here. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. There we go. So right up in there, closest to the. There's the first limb. I'm gonna take that. And I guess I might as well leave this door open. There we go. Now, take this. Just right up in here. There she is. She's up there hanging nice and pretty. And I think I got about 6 or so or more left to go. Alright, let's head on back out. We'll get another branch. I am glad that I trimmed this up. When I did trim it up, because it makes it so much easier when I gotta take it out, and I don't have to actually do any cleaning up. I already did it before the eating. I think maybe next year I'm going to use some bigger pots or something. It's just way too much room in this little tiny 20-gallon pot. Oops, I guess I got that tied up to that branch. There we go. There's another branch. Be right back. Yeah, let's get this going. Let's get another branch out. Another limb. guess I'll take this here off. We're gonna put this over here. Okay, I think I'm gonna this whole, yeah, that whole branch. That's coming off. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 limbs on that one. Alright. Another good sized branch. Alright. Get that one in there and hung. We're back. After this short break from the mess, or short break for this, stay tuned. Yes. Oh, I guess I should have clipped that one back a little bit further. Okay. Lots of roots. And this will all go back right into the garden. It'll all get turned over with all the other pots. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could clip it. See if I can get it in there. Went down a ways. That's how much I buried the limbs. Because these limbs, when I started, the pots were only like 6 inches full when I put the pot with the plants in when I first started them. That one off the side. Okay, the next one is the big one here. I'll move this. Alright, so some might say, why do you dig down in the soil? Why don't you just clip the branches off? I believe down in these roots, there's still gold in these plants. There's resins. Oh yeah. There's oils. The oils and resins that get produced are produced in the root. So I want to try to get as much of the root as I can when I harvest. And as you notice, I'm taking out in chunks, and this here one happens to be the biggest piece with the biggest top on it, and I'm hanging that whole off the line. I'm not doing all these branch things, whatever. I'll be doing the same when the other plants in the greenhouse are done, taking it out in big sections and hanging it. I'm not going to waste time in doing all these branches. I've already got this all cleaned up. I can hang it like that. I don't have to take and slice off a branch and clean up all this. You know what I mean? Like a mad dash, like I'm too late on the cleanup. So I stay on the cleanup ahead of time, and I know that it's coming and it's approaching that harvest time. I give it that defoliation because it really ain't going to need anything, because there's just a couple days is not going to make a difference. It might, and some might say, yes, it makes a difference. Of course it does, but it's going to make minimal difference. Alright, so let's get this. Am I right in that route? Not yet. Where is that shovel? Okay, so I'm not. That's the. Okay. Oh no, I've got some root on that stem. That's a stem now. Clip the rest of that stem off. So that's part of the branch. I'll get rid of that, I don't need that. Okay, where are we here? Okay, there's another branch. Where the other one is. If I break that sucker right out there. There it is. Okay, so that's the lowest branches. That's the lowest two branches. So that means the roots right in here somewhere. Somewhere pretty close. I ain't gonna get the whole thing. I'm not gonna dig the whole thing up or tear it apart. Just going to get as much of the lower stalk or root part. Oh, petrified wood. This is a freaking hardwood tree. Oh. Oh. Oh my. One more time. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get some of that root, some of that fat base. See some of the roots there. Alright, so well, I guess couldn't see nothing because, yeah, okay, so there she is in her glory. Let's get that off. I'm gonna come on in here. So, yeah. Oh boy. Alright, let's get this one.
Huh?
It's gonna need a whole new line for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's two lines here, so close. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Over too far. There we go. Come on, work with me here. Let me put these lines a little too close. Maybe not. Oopsies, come on. Stay on there, don't snapping me off here. There we go. Alright. Ta-da! Took me a bit because I had to get two branches going around. Let me, yeah. Two branches going around the outside, yeah. Alright, so I had to slip the line around the base here, around the main line, and then back out and slip both those lines over, and the rest of these hanging this way. Just to get that hung. There's the other one. Maybe back it up a bit. You know what? This light does not do any good. Hold on. Alright. I only didn't do any justice on this thing, but Yeah, so that's what's going on. Big old limbs right from the soil, as close as I can to the stalk. These ones have no root part to them, so other than, well, that's the clone. Oh, that's got to come down. That looks like she's dry enough now. It's been about 6 days. And then the other sections, and then the other piece, little tiny piece here. And that's the big one with the most of the stalk. Hardly any root, but does have some roots on it. It goes like, I got about maybe 2 feet, roughly, to the floor. Not even 2 feet. This one here. And then another smaller branch. Alright, so I got no air circulation in here right now. But eventually, because these ones here, I didn't clean them up like I did of the other ones, I would have cleaned up these here loose, bigger fan leaves, and I would have kept the closer sweet leaves only. But I'm going to let these ones hang like that. That's cleaned up enough for me. As I'm going to get into the bigger plants, I am not going to want to be doing as much cleaning. Fine, it did great cleaning on this one. I mean, because, hey, it's the first one, and it was only a clone, and there wasn't very much on it. It's just the, what, maybe a dime worth, a little more than a nickel's worth of buds on it. And then, now getting into the peppies, the first female is done, and this one is the smaller one of the both. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and make room. I've got, like I says, I've got 4 lines wide and 12 feet, I believe it is, in length. So yeah, as it comes to be, I may have to move some stuff over, like this one here. This girl here will probably end up being put over one line. I got it over here right now because I'm trying to squeeze it in. But as they get a little drier, I'll make these a little bit tighter. It's just so this way the moisture I can get the moisture out. It's not going to get stuck in the buds because they're all tight and cramped up together and there's really no airflow. Like I got fan during the daytime that I run in here. Plus I got the door open during the daytime for cracks, so there's always a little airflow. But those days I find there's absolutely none, I will be cranking this puppy on, and it'll be on real low. Alright, so that's the second plant harvested. Well, let's just say clone and first plant, really, from seed harvested. Now there's really only 3 more from seed. And then there's a few clones still, and those clones will probably be the last ones because they were just put out not too long ago from the booth, so they'll catch up eventually. Alright, that's it for now. Stay tuned.